No.
Or the studio?
Yeah.
About 3 years.
Wow.
Yeah, coming up to 3 years.
So, what do you
At
got?
Leathon.
Patricia.
Blaze.
Patsy.
Blaze. Yeah, studio.
Good thing you told me that. Blaze.
And not only that, Leathon, I'm looking for DJs, man.
Huh?
Looking for DJs.
Because he's a DJ. He needs to do some.
Look at his
I
face.
think I'm more of a television person. A platform on TV.
I hear you.
Nice. I like that.
Come on, let's talk. Blaze and Big E. The Let's Talk Show.
Might be after Ferrero.
No, go.
Blaze and Big E on the Let's Talk Show. Come on, let's talk. Blaze and Big E. The Let's Talk Show. The Let's Talk Show with Blaze and Big E.
Tilly, darling, turn the radio on. It's time for Blaze and Big E on the Let's Talk Show on Chalk Hill Community Radio.
Welcome. If you've just joined us, it's a Chalk Hill Community Radio Station. It's the Let's Talk Show with your Blaze and a Big E. Wow. Well done and congratulations, because if you're tuning in, you've made it through to another week. Good morning, good evening, and good night, depending on where you are listening from. If you are listening on the live stream, let me just give you a big good morning wave. You are very welcome. This is our third week live streaming. So it's all been trial and error. First week was a miss. Last week we managed to get it. And this week we hope to go all the way. So I'm excited. I'm very excited. I know I say that every week, but this week I am particularly excited. Big E, I'm excited this week.
I know, and every week you say you're excited, I can't help but laugh.
But this week, E, I am
What?
particularly excited.
Are you excited more than normal weeks? So is this not just excited, it's excited?
I'm excited, but
Okay.
I am really excited because I want to say a big thank you to you first of all, because you are the man that keeps it nice and sweet behind the scenes.
Hey.
So good morning. It's always a pleasure to have you behind me, like literally. And everybody gets to see what I mean now when I say that. The Let's Talk Show as always starts with a quote, and today's quote is, "The greatest glory in living lies not in never failing, but in rising every time we fall." We're going to unpack that quote today.
I like the
as
sound of
always.
that quote. Say that again. The what?
So the greatest glory in living lies not in never failing, but in rising every time we fall.
Okay, so in layman's terms, it's not about how you fall, it's about how you get up.
It's about how you get up, it's
Yeah.
about how you continue, it's about who supports you, and it's about when the going gets tough. Sometimes the tough's got to get going.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's how we make our way through that. Today is a bittersweet show, and you'll be hearing some more about that soon. But I do want to say a very, very big thank you to our guest last week, Nelza Kadoja. She was just on fire. What do you think, Big E?
Yes, she was great, inspirational. Had a few texts, people saying they enjoyed the show. This actually motivated them to start doing stuff and, you know, looking at exercising and stuff like that. Yeah, it was very, very informative, emotional, and inspirational.
Fabulous. And guess what? We will be having a part two. We like to do part one and part two here at the Let's Talk show. In fact, big shouts out to PJ Murray because he did 5 parts.
He started it. PJ Murray started the series.
Yeah, he did 5 parts. But last week, as always, was a busy week for us. Straight after the show, we attended the Book and Culture Festive Market, which was held right here in the Grange Museum. Oh my goodness.
That was good.
It was fantastic, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was very impressive.
Oh, absolutely beautiful. Some great stuff. I left with some amazing Ankh earrings, so you know I was in my element. I also left with this kind of pineapple pepper just on everything. It's on everything. Beautiful. So well done to Vanessa and all her family, and to everybody that held a stall here. I'm so inspired by all of the pop-up markets because it really is about circulating the black pound, and we are so gifted as a people and creative beyond, and I've seen some real creativity. I love the atmosphere, so I want to send big shouts out to Vanessa. I also want to send shouts out to Charm Miller, to Ian Murray and Kalila. They are responsible for the festive pop-up market taking place again today, Big E, down at Monks Park Community Cafe, and that is in Monks Park in Wembley. That's on today and on tomorrow from the hours of 12 until 8 p.m. Catch the Let's Talk show down there live tomorrow doing the Author's Corner, where we will be interviewing some interesting authors. So guys, whether you celebrate Christmas or Kwanzaa, and if you celebrate nothing other than celebrating life, I'm going to be talking about celebrating life shortly. Go down there and support the event. Absolutely fabulous. So after the market last week, I did a Zoom event with somebody who I absolutely adore. She goes by the name of Reverend Dread. And so I did a Zoom. We were talking about visualization, creative visualization. And I realized that I started a journey at the beginning of this year. And I played back a video. And guess what, E? It's all come to pass.
Okay.
It's all come to pass. So I want to talk to you guys about creatively visualizing and positive thinking, because in this current climate, we need it. We're going to talk about...
We need it a lot.
We're going to talk about this current climate, but our special guest today, oh my goodness. If you do not yet know him, I don't know where you've been on a Sunday, but our special guest in the studio today, oh my goodness, has made such a difference to this current climate for so many. What I love about him, though, is that he's so humble and almost unaware. I love that character. So we'll be catching up with him, so stay tuned in to find out who that is. I simply cannot wait. I know there's going to be lots of laughs. So if I say to you, don't laugh, actually you're going to end up laughing, because that's just what's going to happen.
I'm laughing already.
Yeah, we've been laughing already. So going back to Reverend Dredd, she's got a book coming out. Book's called Black, Blessed and British, the 3 Bs. We interviewed her during the lockdown about that book, but I'm sure she'll be back. Okay, so this is also the last show for this year. And of course, myself and Big E, oh my goodness, we just want to say thank you to our silent listeners, to our active listeners, to those of you who message during the week, to those of you who show concerns anytime we have a Kit Kat break. You guys are like, are you okay? So we are having a 4-bar Kit Kat break. We're going to be gone for a couple of weeks. We'll be back in the new year. We've got some great stuff coming up in the new year. My talk show, my TV talk show, Patricia Talks, will be launched on the 27th of December. I am so excited. I'm going to try and give you the details for that later. E, do you want to say anything to listeners about the support for last year?
Yeah, I mean, the thing about it, we've got their back and they've got our backs, and it's like, you look at the community, we deliver stuff for people to get involved, get inspired, and we get the feedback from the listeners, and you think without them, there's no us.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So, yeah,
I love that.
So as they would say, big respect goes out to all the listeners, and keep listening. And whatever is going on, as the word for today is not how you fall, but how you get back up again.
Absolutely. And the shows also would not be possible without our guests. We have had some outstanding guests.
We have.
We've had 10-year-olds, 6-year-olds, 8-year-olds. We've even had a 90-something-year-old. And we've had male, we've had females, we've had authors, we've had singers, we've had poets, and we've just had some sheer everyday people with extraordinary lives. And so we thank you for joining us. But we will be back in the new year ready to go. But as always, with the Let's Talk show, we want to know, when was the last time you did something for the first time? And of course, have you been living your best life? It is a Let's Talk show. Anything can happen. And Big E.
It usually does.
It usually does. Okay, so I'm going to ask you to bear with me for this next section because it's a tough one. So last month we had an amazing show with somebody who is a long-standing friend of mine, a school friend, but somebody who was just an unbelievable character, great character. But talk about how we rise and how we fall. He rose and fell so many times, and he done that in just only the way that he could do that. That show was called The Walk to Freedom, and we interviewed Mark Anthony Clark. On the 16th of December, however, Mark passed away, and he was due to do part 2, and his last message to me was, I said, Mark, are you gonna do part 2, and are you gonna come and be a guest on a TV show? And in the usual style of Mark, he said, do bees make honey? I'm ready for part 2. So condolences to all of Mark's family. I am so gutted that I just feel it in the seat of my soul. However, we are so blessed that Mark chose to share his life story here on the Let's Talk show in the way that he done it. And, you know, only Mark can make you laugh and cry, take you from proper English, Cockney, to some serious patois, all in 2 hours. Only he could cry and then start laughing, all in the 2 hours. Only Mark could describe something that you would only see on the television. And so, Mark, all I can say is walk to your freedom. And you, yeah, it's your destiny. Walk to your freedom. And boy, we absolutely love you, and we are seriously gonna miss you. You were big in size, but you are massive in character. And you did your thing a little way different. And this was one of your song choices, so we're gonna do it just like this. Don't know how that's coming out.
So Big E
And Blaze.
Why call you Blaze?
So full of fire.
But no Leathon, you'll go Big E and Blaze.
Yeah, I know. So for those of you that are still listening on the live feed, you already know that our special guest today is, of course, the Lockdown King, Leathon Lacrette. We'll be introducing him a bit later. Yeah, it's on. So Leathon didn't know he was live. So you're live, there's your camera, and you were like...
What, is that actually on?
It's on, it's going live by YouTube.
We can live stream it.
Leathon's going to make me laugh and cry all in the same thing as well.
Sorry.
You've been live.
You could have told me that. You did in my nose. Alright.
We live.
Oh, wow.
Mate.
Come on, let's talk. Blaze and Big E. The Let's Talk Show.
So they're saying that they can't hear us on the live feed. I don't
No
know.
way.
Hang on, let me have a look. Because we had something similar like that the last time. It took a while to kick in.
They're saying it's low. They can hear, but it's
Yeah.
low.
What's happened is, I gather the microphone's picking up. It's not an internal thing, is it? Yeah. That's what it is.
Is that why it's low?
It's not an internal.
Okay.
That record brings back memories.
Got this one.
My brother passed away.
Oh,
It's the greatest tune.
really? Yeah. It's a bad tune.
And it's funny because the tunes I gave you, there's one called Darling Who by
Yeah.
Errol Dunkley.
Yeah.
Right. So it was at those two, so I'll choose that one.
He likes a bit of
Yeah.
garage
This
as well,
was his
so
tune. Yeah.
this is his other
He
tune.
was in the house, yeah. He was in the house thing. Gabriel play, man. Gabriel play. This is for you, Mark Anthony Clark, man. I remember.
Wow, isn't it?
Yeah. This is my tune as well. I'm sorry. Yeah. If I was to pick a house tune, the house tune of the decade,
It would be this one.
it'd be this tune.
Okay.
Yeah, Gabriel plays a big tune.
I'm wondering how the music is sounding out there. Oh, it's a bit low, so.
He had good news for those dedicated lives
Hey, check it, man.
to the spirit. Once love was a focus of
Oh, is it better now?
the truth.
Okay, that's better.
Message.
I think they got it now.
Free
Thank you.
body, feel the tension. Time was fading. Gabriel play. Yeah, some people are complaining about the sound.
So it should have gone up now, so maybe you can check.
The sound on the. I just checked it. The sound on
The image is great, but
Yeah.
the sound is quality isn't.
Okay. Okay.
Well, this is it here now.
How does it sound to you?
So moving forward, what you need to do. This is what's happening. This is live,
Yeah.
right? You want to do what's called internal,
Yeah.
where instead of the microphone, it goes direct into the
Yeah.
report out.
Put it into the
Oh, okay.
the
So,
board.
for instance, we're now speaking, everybody can hear that.
Yeah.
So if you don't want, you want to go from there.
Yeah.
So if he said something, you won't pick it up unless it goes through the microphone.
Oh yeah. So
That's
broadcast.
it.
Yeah.
Cool.
And everything just comes out crystal clear.
Yeah. You can hear. I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, cool.
Come on, let's talk. Blaze and Big E. The Let's Talk Show.
Okay, guys, for those of you that listen on the live stream, or for those of you that are listening still by audio, we are trying to get that right. As I said, it is all trial and error. So bear with us. Feedback's really important so we know how we're doing. And when we return in 2021, we hope it will all be fabulous. We have just had some technical advice from our amazing guest, who I am now about to say a very, very big Let's Talk Show welcome. So our special guest, before I do that though, I'm going to read some information about this individual because I just found it so phenomenal. This is from Artification. I don't know if that means anything to him. But our special guest today is Leathon Lacrette. He is also affectionately known as the Lockdown King. What a title. So he's someone that's been celebrating and has made life better for people throughout with his creativity, his resilience, and also the community spirit. So thank you to Leathon Lacrette for being who you are and for doing what you do. Leathon Lacrette has been crowned the Lockdown King, entertaining and providing a lifeline for thousands I'm saying, not 50, not 80, but thousands of people across London and the world. He's dedicated to improve the lives of people in the community, has passion for people, and it has just drove him to set up this weekly musical escapade, it's been described as, that would ease the experience of isolation and bring in enjoyment and connection. I mean, I could go on, but it's a long list of just how amazing he is. So I want you now to join me because I'm super excited that he's taken time out to join us here at the Let's Talk show. So Leathon Lacrette, the Lockdown King, good morning and welcome to the Let's Talk show.
Morning, Blaze. How are you doing?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
I'm Big E as well.
Don't forget me, Leathon.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
They're bigger than me now.
Is he bigger than you? Is it a bit of a competition there? They're sizing up. That's what I love about men, the sizing up.
Easy.
But Leathon, what I want you to do, I've known of you for a very long time. You found that out just recently.
That's right.
I want to send big shouts out to my family, to Sharon,
Yeah,
wife
Sharon.
Brenda, and Sean, and Celia, actually, because Celia, it was her birthday on the 6th, so very happy birthday to you, to Al, Sean, and everybody who, they're my family, but I understand from Leathon, he also considers them to be his family.
Yeah. Sean was part of my sound as well.
Nice,
Back
so
in the
big shout.
days, yeah.
I'm trying to get
Sean
Sean on next year
yeah.
as well. I haven't
Okay.
quite had that conversation with him, but I do want Sean to join me next year. So Leathon, tell us a little bit about your background, what area you're from, where your parents from, tell us about that, so we can get a sense
So,
of who you are.
Originally born and bred a place called Wells Farm Road, which is in North Acton.
Okay.
Born in Hammersmith Hospital, 1971. Okay, I'm not gonna say my age.
Oh, you're young.
Of course, young spring chicken, you know. So so originally North Acton, okay, and then obviously, you know, as time goes by, we moved down to a place called South Acton, okay. Oh yeah, sorry, my bad. My parents are from Grenada.
Lovely, lovely.
Place called River Road, very small place in St George's, you know. So it's like the Lacrette family. It's like back in the days in the 60s, there was like loads of them that control, well, I won't say control, but loads of them was on River Road, you know. So born and bred, my father, Lacrette family was from there. So yeah, and my mum's father, which is my granddad, he's a Bunting and he's from Antigua as well.
Oh, nice.
You know, so we have Antiguan in us as well. So yeah, but growing up, in those days was really good, especially in North Acton.
Tell us about what's so good about North Acton.
North Acton was, in the 60s, my mum was a cake maker.
That's
You
a
know.
big thing back then, right?
So, exactly, you understand? So mum used to like make a lot of cakes and stuff for people, for weddings and christenings, untold. And now and again, you know, we used to have parties, you know. We used to stay in a room, little small room. I was young, you know, but all the big people would be in the sitting room, drinking rum punch. Dad, one thing with Dad, he was very good at making rum punch.
Very important. So
He
you
wasn't-
You got cake and rum punch.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? They'll come round to your house.
yeah, nah.
That's a house, right?
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
telling
telling
you.
And he had his rum punch, and he used to call it the creeper. I said, why you call it the creeper? He said, all right, you see Uncle Ted over there? And I said, yeah. He said, just watch him for about a few hours. Just now and again, just watch him. He was calm, normal, quiet, you know, and he takes some rum punch, and he'll sip it, and eventually it start kicking in slowly.
Yeah.
Next minute, the man's turned stupid.
That's the creeper. That's the creeper.
Like the
Leathon.
creeper. So I was
That
like,
is the creeper. Brilliant. So it's really interesting because when I rang Leathon, I said, Leathon, look, I'd love you to come on the show. I'd love you to send me a playlist. You know, I'm not a DJ. And Leathon said, neither am I. And I said, aren't you? He said, no, I'm an entertainer. And I cannot tell you how that almost maybe just jump up and start running around, because it is so important to understand exactly what it is that you do. And, you know, E and I have this conversation several times about different DJs, and some come on, they don't read the floor, they don't know what's happening. Yeah. And then there's yourself, and you are you so are an entertainer. Right. And we're going to come back to those parties that your parents had in the front room, because you have some amazing entertainment that takes me right back to that place. I know of those people that were at the party in your house, I know. Yeah. So we're going to come back to that. I'm really excited about that. But Leathon, can you tell us a bit about when you first became an entertainer? What's your first memory?
Oh my God, that's a very good question. You know, to be honest with you, I was more of an entertainer in the household, basically, making people laugh.
Entertaining the family?
Yeah. But more mum. Yeah. Mum said something to me. Hear me out now. Mum said something to me, and I looked at her like, what the hell are you talking about? My job is a chef, okay?
Oh, nice.
She said something to me that I was like, what are you talking about? And she said, Lee, you're in the wrong job. And I was like, what do you mean? It touched me because, like, you know, she said, you're in the wrong job. You are supposed to be on stage entertaining people because you make me laugh. Really?
So when she first said that, did you think it was like a disappointment? Did you feel a bit like...
Kind of, yeah. Like, I'm a chef. But she realized, you know, you're a talented guy to make people laugh. She said, what with you, it's natural with you. Mm-hmm. Some people have to learn that, to do that. With you, you don't. It's in you. You're just like your character. You're just like... Even you're just a character. When you come inside the house, it's just like you just lift up everything, your spirit, everything. It's just like she's just saying like you are supposed to be on stage. And I was like, nah, that's not me now. But all the people in front of me, nah. She said, trust me, hear what I'm telling you. You know, you're supposed to be on stage because if you can make me. I went to my mum. She's a very lovely person, but she ain't easy to laugh. Yeah. So what's she trying to say? If you can make me laugh, you can make everybody else laugh. Yeah.
What a beautiful thing for your mum to say. Yeah. And also, you know, back in the day, our mums were busy. They're like, go and read your book, go tidy up your room. Right. And they sometimes missed the beauty that we possessed as children, simply because they were just busy. Yeah. Or because they had a vision of what they wanted our children to do. Of course. So I think that's a fantastic thing that your mum said. Yeah. And what do you think now, retrospectively?
She must be over the moon at the moment right now. Seriously, Mum must be thinking, that's what I'm talking about. You hear? You didn't listen now. You go listen now. You understand? You didn't listen then, now you listen now. So, Mum now must be like, this is you. This is you. You understand? All these years when you're running up and down with your sound system, helping people, blah, 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 she's saying now, this is actually you. You're an entertainer. Don't get me. You know how to play a tune. You know how to make people laugh. But when you combine the two together, it's like you're an entertainer.
Absolutely. So, Leathon, we do want to talk about the fact that you used to have a sound and play tune, and that's where you thought it was. Yeah. Tell us about your earliest memories about playing sound and raving and that kind of thing.
Well, it's funny. Mum used to say to me, music was a thing where it's in the family, more on the Antiguan side. Because Uncle Marsden, which is Mum's brother, he used to play steel band. You understand? So we was kind of brought up in music. You understand? When Mum was partying hard, I was in the belly. Yeah. So she said you was listening to music while she was raving. You understand? And then my brother, my older brother who passed away, God rest his soul.
Condolences.
Thank you. He had a sound system called Twilight. Okay. So these were the days now, North Acton, obviously where I was born and grow, and then hearing my brother play some tunes, you understand? And then looking at my father, where my father had a blue spot, we call it Gram.
Oh my goodness, I love it. Sorry, Leathon, I always need a moment when someone mentions the blue spot Gram. I love it.
Blues, people, trust me, Gram.
Yeah.
When it comes to Christmas, yeah, that morning was Jim Reeves, straight through. Jim Reeves, nothing else. Jim Reeves. And I used to watch that. I said, oh, okay. And then you had to have a little record, 7-inch. Sometimes, them times we used to play like
Frisbee
physically.
with it, yeah.
Dash them.
Vinyl.
We didn't know the value of them things there.
Yeah.
And that was dangerous. Those things were sharp.
That's right.
Yeah, they were.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Sometimes
they were.
record break. You're like, shite. You know what I mean? You have to put them in the bin. And yeah, so music started from a very early age through my parents. You understand? And you know, watching my brother Gayhart have a sound system, Twilight, and then my other brother Lyndon had a sound as well. So music was always in the house until my mum kind of realized that, hold on, this guy's serious with kind of music. So what she should do, she should say, all right then, you know what? I'm having a party and I will give you some tunes. And what she'll do, she'll kind of put them in an order.
Yeah.
You understand?
Your own playlist.
Yeah.
Okay.
He said, right, this tune and that tune, blah, 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 blah. And what used to happen with the turntable, there's like a magnet thing.
Yeah.
You can like put 4
Yeah.
or 5 records. You understand? And it's a drop. Next tune, when you go to the end, next one drop down.
Yeah.
And I just sit there with a little boy and I was watching the people dancing. They're dancing there. You know, yeah, the 2-step. You see big flares. You feel the wind. You feel the wind from the flares. You say rock stone. What that? You understand? Yeah. You feel the wind.
How old were you, do you think?
I was only about 7 years old.
And you were DJing from then. You didn't.
But I knew, listen, my dad used to change the bulb. Yeah, I put a blue one.
Yeah.
Put a blue one. And I said, what going on there? You
There was a
understand?
red one as well.
There was a red one, or sometimes it looked like by the turntable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah, I forgot
And
about
then
the bulb
it's with
changes.
my mum cooking. You understand? Oh, man.
You see, that's what's so important, Leathon, because it's so important for that story in terms of legacy.
Yeah.
Because lots of people see us doing things, but don't know how we
started.
arrived
Yeah,
there.
that's right.
Yeah.
Because, you know, when I see you live and, you know, some of the characters, I just visualised.
Mhm.
I can see the gram, I can see your mum, I can see your dad. And now you've just topped it off with the blue bulb. Oh my goodness! I could see that because it's almost innate in you.
Yeah.
And so you are right that you're probably not a DJ, but that you are
Excellent.
an entertainer. I love that.
Right.
Were you going to say something?
I know, it's just the blue. I completely forgot about
No,
the bulb
because
changes.
sometimes, you know, I'll tell you, one of my dreams, is to do a little small script about our parents. Because I was there to witness as a little boy. So I know what was happening.
You could like have a little sketch about the
yeah.
whole thing.
Yeah. Because my auntie, she still got the gram. I said, listen, I need to borrow that, please. You understand?
Yeah.
I still have the hot comb in my yard. Yeah.
Wow.
The hot comb's still there. Yeah, we have it. Yeah. Certain turntables. I still got the old time garage turntables.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it'd be nice. That is one of my dreams before I die. Is like to do a little script with the old time, with the afros and everything, and everybody coming in, and you know, because them days was love.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
You understand?
Definitely.
Yeah.
My mum used to do partner hand.
Yeah.
My mum used to do partner hand. People used to come in and knock on. I'm thinking, why is everybody coming knocking on the door? Give Esther that £5.
Yeah.
All time £5 note.
Yeah.
Give your mother that. Mum, this is from Auntie Phyllis. Ah, thank you. And mum must have a book
Yeah.
with the names and.
And all of that's economics, you know. All of that's economics and how it's life
Balancing,
skills.
yeah.
It's balancing. As he said, it's you know, it's how to manage.
Finance.
Right.
But Leathon, I wanted to take you back to the start of the show when I said at the beginning of January I done a film, and for the whole year I've been talking about creatively visualizing what it is I want to do.
Right.
And I can say to you that in the summer, when you were doing Don't Laugh, I couldn't stop laughing. And I said to you, you need to have your own show. And you've already got that script.
Right.
And you just need to make it happen. And why I'm excited about the Blue Spot Grammars, because there's something about that era, about the coloured carpet, about the pineapple ice bucket, about all of those things.
The velvet wallpaper.
And the crystal the wine or
All of those things that really resonate with my childhood. And so my plan for this year was to do the front room theatre production. But that didn't happen because of COVID, and it would only really have taken place in my front room. And I kind of wanted it to be a front room where other people were at. So I want to say to you, make it happen.
I will.
Yeah.
Make it.
I will.
I see it, and I
Yeah,
know
yeah,
that
yeah.
it's going to be successful.
Yeah, I will.
And
yeah.
I can't wait, because I know, even if you say don't laugh, I will
Yeah.
I
And
will be.
if you need any props for doing the room and that, I'll bring you the glass fish.
All right, okay.
Have you
Oh
still
wow,
got
and
that,
the
Ian?
swan, and the swan. Do you know the swan? Yeah.
But I just wonders why actually everyone's front room had
Oh, a
the
glass
same
fish.
the
Yeah,
same things,
yeah, it was,
really, didn't
yeah.
they?
Yeah, yeah,
We all
yeah,
had
yeah,
the same
yeah.
thing. So I love that era. So as a child, you know, Dad did the creeper, the rum punch. Mum
right.
made the cakes. You had the
That's
parties
right.
at
And
home.
bread too.
And bread.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What?
yeah,
What?
That's
Bread?
the house.
Christmas bread, man. Christmas
What?
bread.
That was a house, Leathon.
Christmas bread is a thing.
What was standard for my brother who passed away was he's smart because when the bread come out the oven,
That's
Mum used to put it on a cooling rack to cool down, yeah. And she said, "Right, I gotta take a nap," and her nap could be like half an hour, maybe an hour. So when she go for a nap, my brother said, "Lee, this is the best time to eat the bread
When it's
I said,
hot.
When it just come out the oven." And then time you put the butter on, it starts
Yes,
to melt.
Yeah,
Cheese
yeah.
on top of that.
Cheese on
Yeah, yeah.
bread. Not even cheese. Not even cheese.
Cheese
Just
on
butter.
bread.
And he's easy to take the bread out and he's gone. I said, wow.
And what would happen when your mum woke up?
Well, I used to get the licks. Yeah, I used to get the licks.
You weren't
Lee?
skillful. You weren't skillful enough to run.
Tell me.
So Leathon, that I just love the sound of your household. So your mum lined you up with the 7-inch records,
7 inches, 7 inches.
put it on the Blue Spot gram,
That's right.
and got you to play at 7.
Yeah.
When did you purchase your own first record, and where did you purchase it from? And of
Woolworth.
course, what was it? Woolworth.
Woolworth. No, lie. Hold on.
Sure, it's not our price.
No, hold on. No, it was Woolworth.
Woolworth.
It was Woolworth. Don't laugh, please. Silly games.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Silly games. People, don't laugh.
Don't
yeah,
laugh.
yeah. Silly games.
That's a big tune. That's a big
Yeah.
tune. We
Yeah.
know what happened to it recently. It got completely
Exactly.
mixed
That's
up.
what I say. Don't laugh.
But-
And that was like 80 pence or something like that. 7-inch. Yeah,
Really?
Yeah. And one of the first tunes that's been given to me as a present, I'll never forget this in school. There's a guy named Eddie Johnson. He gave me a tune. I forgot the name of the tune now, but it's by Junior English.
Oh, I love. We had Junior
Loving,
English as a guest.
loving you, loving you,
Yeah.
loving you. Yeah.
We're gonna look for that tune. We had, if I've still got that, we had Junior English. I might not have it.
Junior English.
Yeah, we had Junior English. Loved that tune, and so we
Right.
might find that as a bit of a sweetener for
Okay.
later. Okay, so you bought Silly Games, 80p at Woolworths.
But to be honest with you, just to
Yeah.
cut you, to be honest with you, I was a poor man. I keep it real. One thing with our family, Mum would say, if you want something, meet me halfway.
Yeah.
So if something costs £1, I will put 50p. You find to put the 50p. So
Yeah.
we was that kind of household where we had to work hard for what we want to have. You understand? So in them days was cassette.
Cassette. Oh yeah.
Not cassette, cassette.
Cassette.
Yeah.
Cassette. Cassette.
Yeah, boy.
I said it right.
Yeah,
Cassette.
See?
Yeah.
Cassette.
When you hear Tony Williams, they're running good. With the
Yeah.
record buttons like a game. Like, pause, record. As soon as you hear his voice, pause.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
understand?
Try to keep the adverts out.
Yeah.
So you bought cassettes, or you had your cassettes so you could record your
Cassette.
songs off
Well,
the
what happened
radio?
is, Mum used to have, Mum used to have little gospel tunes, yeah, like I said, yeah.
Yeah.
So I used to take the cassette, put it in, and record over it. Sorry. Don't laugh. Yeah. Mum said, leave it the gospel tune, I'm looking for cassette. It was a C90, blah, blah, blah. I said, I don't know. I used to get my phone to play the color over it. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
You're making me big
I'm
laugh
telling
now.
you. Yeah,
So I don't
man.
even remember the question.
It's all
What was
coming
the
back to
question
me
I
now.
asked you now? So
But listen, Mum said out of the 5 children, I was the most haunted child.
And funny
where'd you
enough, that
fit?
was a
Where'd
word,
you
wasn't
fit?
it?
I'm the last child.
Yeah. That was a word, isn't it? Haunted.
You understand?
Child, boy, you're
I was
haunted.
only trying to give her a
That was a
C-section.
word. That was a word.
Everybody else was normal birth. She said, you was a haunted child.
and you really
Yeah.
come out.
Haunted.
That is fantastic. I love that. You have
Yeah.
really taken me back, as I knew that you would. Okay,
Right.
so I can't remember the question because that last thing you said was just
No,
way
it's cool,
too
it's
funny.
cool.
But what I do want to know is where were you raving? So I know you raved at home first with your parents, but
Yeah.
where did you start raving after that?
Well, it's funny because, as you know, as you know, watching my parents playing music and stuff like that, I started from an early age. It's like I knew from 8 years old that I want to do sound system. From 8 years old, from them times there, you understand? So what I used to do, my parents was very strict. So when my brothers and them used to go and play out, I couldn't go. I used to cry, please, please, please.
Yeah.
Couldn't go. Yeah, I said, no, you're too young.
With your haunted self.
Yeah, just, you know what I mean? 10, 11, they still say no. And then eventually, when I was about maybe 12, 13, they start taking me where they can set up the equipment.
Yeah.
But them times there, my brothers and them was more known for boat parties.
Okay. Yeah.
Clarendon in Hammersmith. It used to be like a hotel, I think Clarendon Hotel. You know, they was more known for weddings and house parties. You understand? So, obviously my mum knew I wanted to be some form of disc jockey, blah, blah, blah. You know, I ain't gonna lie. I took her, you know I'm haunted, yeah?
Yeah.
I took her, she had like a little chest of jaw thing, yeah? I took the whole thing out and make a speaker box.
Oh my God.
I get licked from upstairs right downstairs.
Wait, did you take out the drawers? And
I took the drawers, everything. She had some brown tights, yeah? I took the tights. I covered the speaker. I covered the speaker with her tights. That's brown tape. Get them brown, cover the barrel. Yeah, get the brown tapes. I was crazy.
Did it work?
It worked.
Oh,
Yeah, I plug it into my cassette.
That is genius.
Yeah. I was very creative.
That is genius.
Even though I get licked in a favorite, but
Oh,
they say
that's
you was a
funny.
madman.
So listen, your dad had the blue light, and
Yeah.
oh my goodness, one of your song choices is one of my absolute favourites. In fact, I used to have Winston Reedy penciled on the back of my school books, and he says it just like this. Oh my gosh, sorry. Oh, that's too funny.
When you start really making this volume, just bring it down a little
I've forgotten who's 2 and 3's 3. What are you 2? I can't remember now. Slow that down a bit.
Oh, you need to go back, because I didn't ask you a question about where I go raving.
Yeah,
So
because
we'll need to just quickly go through that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another thing I want to ask you about as well is your take on Love is Rock. The movie film, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, guys, so we are still live on the live stream. You can see that although Leathon says don't laugh, he has already got us rolling. Derek Campbell is saying big up and Leathon, a brilliant entertainer. We're going to read that out again when we come back, so we've got it all recorded. Sarah is loving the sounds of the front room. Wow.
I've got a question for you as well afterwards. I mean, I suppose I can ask it now, so they're still going to be, because it's still was live streaming. Have you still got your first box with the tights? You still got it?
Are you crazy? What, after I get licked? What?
Did you have to go get the drawers back?
It was crazy. My dad went mad. What made him do that? What?
Oh, really? Oh,
Mom's
no,
tights
yeah.
to cover the speaker as a mesh.
That's right, yeah, you have to go to the mesh, you have to cover the speakers. Yeah.
And then the speaker came from my television.
No.
Yeah!
Came from your television, so your television wasn't working again.
No, there was an old in the shoe.
Old TV, yeah.
I went downstairs with a screwdriver.
Yeah.
And I took the back and open up. Yeah.
Take the speaker
Yeah,
out.
man.
Sure.
I was brainwashed, man. With sound system.
That's too funny.
I've got a headache now.
Because you've confessed.
And the speaker worked.
It
Yes,
worked.
it worked.
Because what it was a little cassette, the one with the speaker on the top.
Yeah.
And the tip on the top.
Right.
On the side, I had a little jack.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
Come in there.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
You know what? I've got to give you props for it actually working. You know what I mean?
Because I want to see if it works.
Yeah.
Even though it was a little sound.
You're doing your little experiment.
And Big E, the Let's Talk Show.
No, that's too funny. Oh my gosh, there's loads of messages coming in.
Are you serious?
Yeah, you are absolutely killing me. way better so they can hear you properly now.
Yeah, someone said that as well. Yeah.
Boy. So guys, remember to stay creatively visualised. You can make your dreams come true. Leathon is going to be entertaining us with his, I don't know if you're going to call it Don't Laugh. I think Don't Laugh. I think it's called it Don't Laugh. But I can assure you, you will be laughing. You smashed up your mum's chest of drawers. My goodness.
And them chest of drawers weren't cheap back in the day.
Yeah, I'm telling you, guys.
You had to pay some money for them things.
You're listening to Chalk Hill Community Radio, keeping the community connected.
So that was the fabulous Winston Reedy, and he says, dim the lights. Leathon Lacrette is our guest today. He is the lockdown king. He spoke about his dad having the blue light. Today's quote is, the greatest glory in living lies not in never failing, but in rising every time we fall. I want to send a very, very big happy birthday to also one of our previous guests, but she is amazing in my life. She's like my big sister. She has my back all the time, and I love her abundantly. To Ranking Merva, it happens to be her birthday today, so to a fellow whose birthday is also in December, happy birthday, girlfriend. It's always amazing to have your support. We are also sending shouts out to the family of the late, great, amazing Mark Anthony Clark, who passed away on the 16th of December. He was our guest in November, his show Walk to Freedom. So Walk to Freedom, Mark, may you rest in eternal peace. If you've just joined us, we are in the studio with Leathon, who says in his Sunday entertainment, don't laugh, but he has us crying already. Sarah, big shouts out to Sarah in South Oxford. She says she likes the sound of the front room concept. So Sarah is loving that. Special shouts go out to you, Leathon. What is Marika saying? I remember being in Tudor Rose on her 16th birthday, and Leathon played Murder, She Wrote. That's for Marika. So big shouts go out to Marika. Sandra says he is just too much jokes. I also want to send a shout out to somebody who, oh my goodness, I don't have enough time or words to talk about what this woman means to me, but she is my adopted mother. And Leathon, shouts out to Mummy Holder, because she watches you every Sunday, and she loves it. So Mum, Leathon is saying hi to you also. I got another message from so we said Derek Campbell. Hey Derek. Derek was also a guest on our show, and Derek, we need you back, so we need to arrange a time for you to come back. Derek's got a new track. I was meant to play that. I might see if I can find it, Derek. But yeah, Derek's got a new track, and we're going to be promoting that. So Derek Campbell says, big up Leathon, a brilliant entertainer. And Leathon says, respect back to you. Gosh, I can't... So there's lots of life from one of my favourite cousins, Champagne. Also, and Sharon said, or someone sent a message, Mum and Dad. Oh, Mum and Dad said to say hello.
Oh, bless them. Bless them.
Yeah, that's your mum and dad. That happens to be my sister and brother-in-law. So they're saying big shouts out to you. So it's all coming in. So Leathon, you were going to go back to answer the question that you threw me off.
Yeah,
and then
Raven.
Raven.
Okay, Raven. So, Raven for me, because you know what, to be honest with you, I was more of a reggae man. Do you understand?
Yeah.
To be honest with you. So what happened is, it's quite strange. Raving is like, how can I explain this to you? I used to go to blues dances.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I'm been in the sound at the age of 13, 14, but I wasn't allowed out.
No, but how old were you when you done the conversion of the chest of drawers to the speaker?
No, I was bloody 9, 10. Yeah, about 9, 10. Yeah. Because I was great. I'll tell you how serious it was. As a 7-year-old child, I think it was my auntie or my sister gave me a Lego set.
Yeah.
As a present. And what I used to do, this is very serious. What I used to get the blocks and build them up like speaker boxes.
Right.
One there. Then I used to go to, my mum used to have a little tin with needles and thread. And I used to get the thread Okay, go in the hallway, set up the Lego box there, and I used to get the thread and
A wire.
pull it, pretending it was a wire.
Wow,
And then
Leathon.
do it again on that side,
Yeah.
and then they have a little square box pretending that's the turntable. That's how it all started from the Lego set. Yeah. From the Lego set to a shoebox. We used to do a shoebox.
Yeah.
Make speakers out of shoebox. And then it went to Mum's
Chest of
chest
drawers.
of drawers.
Chest of drawers. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So you
So-
braved where though? So you went to
So-
blues dances. Where
so
where were they? In West
More
London?
time. So back then times now, right? Mum said, you know what? It's time for you to try and do a little hustle
Yeah.
and do a little paper round job, get money. So I said, all right, cool. So I started doing it. When you live in now, them times I'm living in South Acton. So them times now you're hearing little stories like, hey, man, I'm having blues dance and blah 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 and rare te te. And you're like, blues dance? Yeah, really? Okay. So what I used to do is do my paper round. So what happened is sometimes I finish, so I'll go there for 6 o'clock, pick up the papers, go on my bike, right, put them in people's houses, and from there go straight to the blues dance. So it started from blues dance in South Acton,
Yeah.
where I live. Got in the morning and say, rock
Yeah, because
store.
blues dance carry on
What?
all the time. All the time.
Blues dance.
That's
Yeah.
genius. Is that because if you didn't go at that time, your mum wouldn't let you go?
Correct.
Exactly
Ah.
See, I had to use brain.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
think I could tell my mum at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, yeah, I'm going to a party. But you're mad?
Yeah.
So I used to utilize that time, paper round, and just go there for like 20 minutes just to see what this blues dance was about.
Yeah.
Paper bags.
Yeah,
like
on the
everybody
windows.
Sweating.
A lot of people don't remember that. The black paper bags on the the black
Man,
bags over the
rubbing down
windows.
hard, you know. Hard. You're like, rock store, and they're like, want to break the wall.
Do you know what, Leathon? We're going to have to copyright this show because you have got such a script for an amazing production.
Right, yeah. I remember,
Don't laugh.
No, don't laugh.
Don't laugh. So, E, you had something you wanted to ask Leathon about back in the day.
Well, you know, as he speaks about, because a lot of the things I can resonate with what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Blues dance and stuff like that, because me, myself, as a youngster as well, I used to try and follow my uncles,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, wherever they went.
Okay.
And, you know, sometimes you'll be the youngest person out of the crowd.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, oh, how are we going to get him in? It's all right, he's got height.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So you can get a squeeze.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But apart from, no, one of the questions I did want to ask you actually is, you did say that you haven't got the speakers, but Lovers Rock, that was on not too long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, a quick one. What was your actual take on that as a film or
You
as
know what?
information?
When it first started off, I said, well, all right.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm out with speaker box. I said, you know what? Let me get some drink and
Yeah,
this looks
sit down.
good.
Yeah.
Because now I can relate speaker box coming
Yeah.
out the van, we're moving the furniture, even down to the man wiring up and
Absolutely.
pulling in the thing. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay,
That's real.
this is
That's
beautiful.
real. Yeah.
But when it started going into it now, and I'm like, there's a few things I didn't agree with. You understand? You know, the bit where, you know, the man doing a thing in the garden,
Yeah.
like a rape scene
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
That never happened in them parties there, man.
Yeah.
You understand? Well, not in my parties.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
understand? You know, it didn't happen. You know, it's just there's just certain things I didn't really agree to. You know, even down to the dancing. You know, when it comes to Lovers Rock, it was slow motion.
Yeah.
Take it up. Me,
Yeah.
turntable wasn't down there, it's up here.
Yeah.
These little things, certain things, you understand? You know, all this ganja smoking in a party and things like that. You know, what would have been good, I tell you what would have been good, if somebody mother did come in and switch on the light
Yeah.
and looking for the daughter.
Yeah,
And I've
yeah.
seen that happen. You know, where's Sandra?
Yeah.
Where's Sandra? I'm looking for my daughter Sandra. And everybody said, I'm like, who mother that? Oh, shit.
That's your script. Can I just say that this show is going to be copywritten because this is Leathon's script. He's
Yeah.
going to do a script. Leathon, Sandra wants to say thank you for entertaining her and Mum. And I wonder if you could just give a quick wave to Mummy Holder.
Hi, Mummy.
You've made her day
Bless.
now.
Mwah.
Yeah, and she'll be tuning in tomorrow. That is fantastic. Leathon, listen, there's just too much to talk about. This
too
might
much.
have to be a part 2. You are just way
No problem.
too funny. But some of your song choices just took me way back. And I'm going to play two of them now because this is going to lead into one of my favourite parts of your Sunday entertainment. And I play it back and I am definitely laughing.
Ginger.
And the first one, oh, coming up. And the first one goes like this though.
Oh! Okay, stop.
Hold on, selector. Easy.
There's a little story with this tune. I just have to
Let
say.
me put your mic back.
Oh, sorry.
Go on.
There's a little story with this tune, right? Now, when this tune came out in the 80s, early 80s, or maybe even 70s, early 80s, but I remember there was a man named Uncle Taylor from Acton. He was a man, we used to call him like a saga boy, man used to wear nice clothes, and he was a wicked dancer. What? You couldn't muck around with Uncle Taylor when it comes to dancing. Well, remember Auntie from Grenada, rest in peace, Auntie Jean Griffiths. Big bam woman, 6'4", hench. And she come and stay at my place, okay? And when she come, she said, Leathon, I have a record for you. And I was like, okay. But it was an album. And as soon as I was like playing, I was like, it's all right, you know? And then we had a party in the house. And she said, play Sugar Boom Boom for me. And I was like, what? Play Sugar Boom Boom. And then she said track 4. And I was like, okay, put it on there. This tune came. Where? What? If you see Uncle Taylor whining whining, and Auntie Jim, she bam so, she going so, and she holding the man, you know. She holding the man. Yeah, she holding the man, so you know, the man's not a little skinny man, you know. And I said, what? And I said, wow. Auntie Jean 6 foot something. My Uncle Taylor must be about 5 foot 6, 7.
Always the way.
And I'm telling you, he was like a little mosquito. You understand? And he's still moving, he's still handling her, you know. And I said, wow. And then this tune came on. I said, yes. So there's a history behind that tune there. God bless Auntie Jean and thank you for the tune.
But we're going to come back to that because I really want to go into depth with those characters because they are so real.
Yeah, man.
And I know those characters that you're talking about. And I want to talk about the slippers that you wore that didn't fit you also. So we'll do that in a bit.
No worries.
Oh.
How you see them slippers? Jeez, I'm great. Are you talking about the first part of the slippers or the other?
What, the first part?
No.
So we are back with Sugar Boom Boom, Lauder, Kitchener. We are live and direct with Leathon, the king of lockdown. We welcome all of you that are joining us at a live stream. Leathon, you had some slippers that are about this big and only the top part of your foot was in the slippers.
You're talking about the last one with the big bum.
Yeah.
Right, yes.
Is that Tanti Merkel?
Tanti Merkel, right.
Tanti Merkel.
So what happened is, so I was moving and I see some new slippers. And I said to myself, you know what? Them slippers is coming on the show.
Oh, really?
I squeeze my foot, squeeze my foot, and I say, you know what? Not gonna make it. You understand? Because it's for me, it's just.
And the padding and all of that was just. I just saw it and I was like, I know that Tanti Merkel, I know her.
Right.
And then and I love oldie dances, so I used to go to the older people, to all of these dances. Or you used to go on the coach trips with your mum, like the seaside, the Blackpool and that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's right.
And they were,
That's right.
There's a lot of people that don't like this tune, but it's still a big tune.
Yes.
It's still a big tune. It's been rinsed, but it's still a big tune, man.
Tune will never die.
Listen, man, it's still a big tune. I used to listen to this tune as a youth growing up, you know what I mean? Never died.
You're making me laugh on the radio.
No, you are too funny.
Oh, text me the radio.
If you are listening by live stream, send me a message on 07956 548 781. Tell me how we are sounding.
Audrey, when you get done with her, darling, you will be in trouble. Me, the one
I love to
They
see
said we're doing great.
goodness behind. Sugar boom, sugar boom boom.
Come on.
Sugar boom, sugar boom.
Candy.
Sugar boom, sugar boom, boom.
Floss.
Sugar boom, sugar boom, boom.
I still see myself chipping behind a little float.
Float, yeah.
Listening to this tune.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For real.
Oh man.
Lord Kitchen, boy.
Lockdown, man. Lockdown. What are you doing to people, man?
Classic, Mum and Dad.
If you don't know this tune, you weren't about when Leathon was making his own speaker box out of his mum's chest of drawers. Can you do the dance to this, Leathon?
Yeah, my two-step.
You know that.
Alright.
You know that.
Two-step.
And you know what I used to love, yeah? When you used to see the people who don't have a partner to dance, they used to do the
That's
thumb.
it.
Yeah.
You had to do the thumb.
Yeah.
You know?
It's true.
Oh, those are the days, man.
That reminds me.
I can resist your tenderness.
Was it Ginger Williams, is it?
That's right.
Ginger Williams and Tenderly.
That's right.
Big shouts going out to Al, because I know that I know this tune because of you.
I will
Never leave you,
I will never grieve you.
and I will never let you go away.
Away from me.
Classic household tune.
You know that.
Yeah.
Classic.
Down in my mind, written down in my mind, say, you are the one. You are the man that I'm longing
Sure, grab a water if you want one, you know. It's there for everyone.
Do you know what, Leathon? It's funny because people were saying to me, I know who you should have on your show. You should have Leathon. I was like, I messaged him in August.
I will never leave
You know what it was? I was shy.
I will
Yeah?
never
Oh, so you saw it?
Remember, I'm not used to this. Diane Johnson was another one.
Oh yeah,
Sorry,
Diane wants to say hi. Diane's gonna love that you said hi to her. You
Diane
must say when we
Johnson,
go
sorry,
back.
rest in peace, Briggy. I'm back. You know what? I'm not used to this. I'm like, I want to interview you. I'm like this. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Until
You have to give Diane a big shout out when we go back on the radio.
Yeah.
Because she's the one that just wants to meet you. She
Yeah,
sent messages
yeah.
this morning
Out.
and she's busy. So Diane, if you get to see the live feed, and here you
Yeah.
go, Leathon has mentioned you fully, and if not, you're going to hear it on the audio anyway. Sana said this is her tune.
written down in my mind, baby, written down in my mind.
Oh, we better go into ad break.
You are the one. You are the man that I'm longing for. Written down in my mind.
Oh, I lift up my hands to the Father.
Chris will cook it, a Caribbean experience you'll never forget. He's warm, courteous, and provides a service at high standards.
Leathon, you need
Chris will
to
cook
do
it, Caribbean
that
catering
script
provides
because
the
I
ready-
want to. It's not even a joke.
Listen.
After watching Love and Drop thing here, I said to myself, you know what, I need it. In fact, I done something about 3 weeks ago on my show. It was,
Contact Chris will cook it on
Scene from Babylon.
07415
Yeah.
43
Was that the string vest one?
486. That's
you're right, you know.
07415
And I had the people then dancing.
Yeah.
And I was just as a Rasta man.
Yeah.
Make it a date.
And it's something I need to kind of, because I've got ideas.
We need to have a chat because I have I've got a theatre production set and ready to go that was going to go this year. Big shouts out to Sarah. We were going to be doing the front room, even the set. The set's already got. The set's already there.
That's interesting.
But I think that you need to. When I saw the string vest one, I was just like, you don't know. When I saw that. When I saw the Tanti, all of the characters, that's like.
You're braving overdrive.
It's there. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
there. It's there. It's there.
And I said to you, I mean, you get lots of messages, you probably didn't see it, but I said, you need to do a show. And when I saw it, and then I saw, and because I mean, the string vest. Oh my goodness, the red, gold, and green. And how it. You have to see it. It just sits right.
Well, listen, I'm not kidding, right? I'm not joking. I've seen string vests out in 2021. Sorry, in 2020, this 21st century. I've seen people out in string vests, and I'm like, and not only string vests, the red, black.
That's the one.
And I'm like green, and I'm like,
that's the one he's got.
Are you seriously still wearing? People still wearing that?
But where did you get the yellow trousers from?
I got it made. So one of the guys who's part of my show, he's my tailor.
Right.
So he makes clothes for me. Respect to Martin John. Yeah. Toronto. Yeah.
Because I just thought you can't have owned those trousers.
I have visions.
Yeah. What you want, what you need.
My best subject was drama.
Yes.
So I already kind of have a visual. Okay, just like you.
You always have
blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But the thing with me, all right. See like what's the producer's name? The guy who done Lovers Rock.
Steve McQueen.
Right. Maybe he wasn't there to see it.
Well, that's what
I
he
was
said.
there.
That was his
witness.
information. Yeah.
The gram had
Yeah.
my gram. We had drinks with a key.
Yeah.
You couldn't go in there.
Yeah.
You get lash. People don't laugh. You get lash. We went in there one time. We get lash. Seriously. Yeah.
Yeah, that, you know, that, and that has to be brought back as a legacy for our children. I'm saying, you have the legacy.
To show them.
Let me tell you something, right? The gram had tweeters on the side, yeah.
Oh, really?
At one time, you know what we done? We took the tweeters out.
Do they monitor your
Put on
phone
our
calls,
sound.
tell you where you can
When Dad started playing the music, he said, why does the sound so
Are
muffled?
you experiencing physical violence? Do they
We said we don't know.
You know, you're a risk taker. That's what I'm saying. You're a risk taker.
Someone you know would have answered yes to one or
You're
more
an
of these
absolute risk
questions.
taker.
You may
Terrible
be
guy.
experiencing domestic abuse or at risk
That's
of
that. I
some
feel it.
form of
I can
harmful
see that
practice.
show.
You
I
are not
feel it.
alone. The
Yeah,
Phoenix
right. I feel
PMH
it in my
project
core.
is here to help.
So,
We're
guys,
providing a
watch
free,
out.
sensitive,
Yeah, not only that.
Let me tell you something. In the van, the truck we used to have, the van.
violence,
Woman used to come behind there.
What, in the van?
Yeah, as transport.
Yeah, of course.
No, standard.
Standard. That's
You have about
standard.
10 man and about 5 women
You got
in the back of the van.
Yeah,
You
the
go to a
box, yeah.
blues
You go to a
party.
blues, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if you want to carry something, just be a box boy.
Yeah.
You want to
No,
go to a blues
that was their
dance free.
transportation.
Yeah, and plus if you wanted to get into a dance free, just listen, I'll carry your boxes, innit?
You know, most people want to say, yeah, I'll come to your yard. Yeah, jump back in the van.
Yeah. I'll carry a box. I'll carry a record box. Remember how big them record boxes used to be?
You know, I'm gonna say it. I wasn't that girl.
But it was good fun. Trust me, in the back of the van with a woman and then you're laughing and you're joking in the van going so speaker box pointing on somebody's head and all kind of thing. Yeah,
Now-
it was days.
Nowadays, health and safety will lock you up for that.
Well,
Oh, mate.
not in your carnival. All sorts of things.
Yeah. We're gonna have to, we'll have to
It's
roll
too
through
much.
carnival. Yeah, there's a lot more for you
It's
to
too
do.
much,
There's
man.
a lot
It's
more.
too
There's a
much.
lot more for you to do. But I'm on the live stream. A lot of people seem to think I'm wearing shades. No, they're actually reading glasses. Right? Let me put that out there. I'm not that cool.
Wow.
You're not that guy.
I'm not that cool. They're reading glasses. They look like shades. You know what I mean? But no, they're reading glasses.
I must admit, I was nervous, people, but I kind of now.
I was gonna just say that.
And I tell you, I mean, yeah. I'm not, it's all your friends and family that see that watch you on a Sunday is watching you now.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, we're coming back from break. Okay, guys, I hope that some of you are still locked on the live feed because, oh my goodness, there's so much jokes in the studio. Do you know, when I called Leathon and asked him to come on the show, you know what he said to me? He's like, yeah, but don't ask me no hard questions. I'm just like, it's all about you.
What's
It's all
up?
about you, so...
What does Leathon think this is an
I'm
exam?
not into interviews and things like that.
Yeah, he's like, don't ask me no hard questions.
I like that, I think he's in an exam or something.
Yeah. And then he got here and he wasn't really sure, but he is just superb. You are a natural born entertainer. Today's quote is, the greatest glory in living lies not in never failing, but in rising every time we fall. So, Leathon, you've got a challenge ahead of you. I've been speaking about creatively visualising, and you've got a challenge ahead of you. I want to send shouts out to our sponsors. Guys, forgive me, my head has really been taken up with the passing of my dear friend Mark, and I'm doing this show almost in body. My spirit is all kind of over the place. So I forgot to say that the Let's Talk show is sponsored by Lloyd Montague of Forever Living. We've also got some new amazing sponsors, a one-stop fruit and veg. I had to stop because I keep saying one-stop shop, but it's not one-stop shop, it's one-stop fruit and veg. Big shouts going out to that team who are sponsoring the Let's Talk show. And to say that, Leathon, you know, those characters, that come out of those 2 songs. I want to talk about how much you have impacted the community and how you have allowed people like Mummy Holder to go back and know Tanti and all of those characters. And I know that you've been awarded you've been entitled and you're awarded the Lockdown King. The Chalk Hill Community Radio Station, in conjunction with our sponsors, we set up this idea around community champions. And we kick-started this in the lockdown, and we just really couldn't get it on the go. And I'm a firm believer that everything in its time.
Correct.
And so we were talking about people that have done great stuff in the community and how we would reward them. So it is at this point that I want to say to you, I'm not going to wait till the end of the show, I'm going to say it right now. It is at this point that you are our first community champion. Wow. And so we have got a gift for you.
What?
So we're going to do it just like this. Yeah, I thought, I'm not waiting. Yeah, you might have to do it. I can't wait. I actually can't.
Yourself.
No, I actually can't even lift it.
Stop it.
No, I'm not even joking.
You made me cry.
This looks like I'm joking, but I'm not. Let's take these out.
Was it a shoebox?
No, you can't put no speakers, no stockings.
See if you can make
You get the first Caribbean box.
That's the Caribbean box.
From yeah. So 1 star.
I'm a chef, right? I'm a chef.
I'll come around.
Hey,
come around later.
That yesterday, you know. Planting.
I didn't know you was a chef actually until today.
Yeah, I'm go inside. What?
And the real carrots. So from the Let's Talk show and Chalky Community Radio Station, get the first Caribbean box.
That's the Caribbean box.
From yeah. So 1 star.
I'm a chef, right? I'm a chef.
I'll come around.
Hey,
come around later.
That yesterday, you know.
Thank you. The gift and the fact that you're a chef makes it all the more amazing. So I'm probably going to move it out of the and put it back for a bit.
Some serious cooking.
Yeah, and it's amazing. So for those of you that use the sponsors, both Lloyd and One Stop, we offered some amazing discounts. But guess what? Lloyd is so amazing that he's saying you can still get your 20% discount right up to the end of the year. So it's Lloyd Montague of Forever Living. Text me on 07 956 548 781 if you want to take some opportunities with Lloyd by finding out about the amazing aloe vera gifts that he does. And Lloyd, we just want to say also a big thank you to you, because every week you provide the amazing gifts. So I'm going to set the competition now for you listeners for an opportunity to win something from Lloyd. Our guest today, Leathon, described some real creativity, and he spoke about making a speaker box. So the first one to message in to tell us what he used from the house to make a speaker box on 07 956 548 781. That's 07 956 548 781. And Leathon says, don't laugh. So Leathon, congratulations. You are the first community champion. Right. And we hope that you chop away, you fry, you planting, you do whatever it was. And we know that it's going to be amazing. So, right, so let's talk about these characters. So Sugar Bum Lord Kitchener, tenderly Ginger Williams, takes us back to the blue light bulb that your dad put in the front room.
That's right.
And the Blue Spot Gram. But you guys did something to the Blue Spot Gram. What was it you did to the Blue Spot Gram? What did you do?
So basically, with the Blue Spot Gram, you know, as growing up, we want to be a sound man, you understand? We listen to Saxon, Coxsone, Shaka, blah, blah, blah. So we want to sort of like build our own sound system and things like that. And again, it was tough, you know, to build sound, to even pay for stuff and speakers. So we said, you know what, we need some tweeter, tanite, tweeter, you know. And then one day I get the screwdriver, and I think me and my brother just took out the tweeters, which is on the side of the gram. Yeah, we took them out. Yeah, and my brother put them in his bedroom. Yeah, I mean, yeah, man, it's so wicked.
And that was just a bare speaker in it.
Yeah, the bare speaker. This was going to be discovered. Did you guys not think that?
Really, we was haunted. We just take the speaker out to the gram. You understand? We just go in there. He was in the bookie shop, you understand? He's there for like 5 hours, so we had enough time. Yeah. And he didn't, and at them times, he didn't really kind of play the blue spot, you understand? Yeah. You know? And then one day, I think he must have said, boy, yeah, man, play some tune. And he playing it, and I can hear the Jim Reeves playing, you know. Hey, Leathon! I said, yes, Dad. Come. I said, oh, God, what? No, what did I do now? Watch now. This thing don't sound right. Listen to it. And I'm listening. I said, yeah, it sounds all right to me. He said, no, man, this thing don't have no treble.
Yeah.
So, I said, hold on, let me go inside. Then I get some push button thing. Like you need a hammer to change the thing, yeah. I'm trying to find the clearest string. Listen, it was crazy.
So you took out your dad's treble?
Yeah, I took it out.
So wait, so when he asked you to check the sound for him,
Yeah.
and you said, hang on a minute,
Yeah.
did you actually go into the compartment where the speakers were?
No, you're mad. No, sir. Because wait a minute, we had to put the whole thing.
Yeah.
You understand? And them time there, the ground made a groove in the carpet.
That's right.
So when you move it, you have to put the you
yeah.
have to put the legs back into the groove.
Exactly where it was, yeah.
You understand?
Yeah,
You have to put it back in the
yeah.
groove of the car. Yeah, trust me. Don't laugh. It's true.
So all this time your dad thought like, okay, so now he's thinking, the tweeters are probably blown.
He didn't know.
He didn't know about tweeters.
He didn't know about tweeters.
He just knew his treble
Yeah,
was
and he thought it was the needle. He thought it was the needle of the. Gonna something the needle clip DOS.
Yeah, that's
So
right.
he thought it was the
Yeah,
needle,
yeah.
and he had to change the needle.
Have you ever told your dad this story? Is this the
Nah,
first time
you're
now?
mad. No,
So
sir.
did he ever have a penny balancing on the on
Yeah, we used to do that.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
To
right.
make
That's
it sound
right.
better.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, he never knew. Trust me.
Okay, so we've got some other messages coming in. Al says, yes, tell that young man where I started from in terms of good music and working up. I like the music from him. So he's wants me to tell you that. So that's from Al, Sharon's dad.
Okay.
We've
Oh,
got...
Al.
Yeah,
Okay. Big
Al.
up Al. Yes.
Nice way
Enough
for
music
Al.
in your house. Yes.
Enough music. Do you remember him having...
Real to real.
Oh, you... Yeah.
Tell him it's me. No, it's him that made me get a reel to reel.
Oh,
Yeah.
Al, did you
Yeah,
hear
because
that?
I've got one. Yeah, reel to reel. And when I saw it in Sharon's dad, I said, raw, reel to reel. And from that, I said, I want one. Took
There
me
you
years.
go, Al. I'm telling you, you need to take
So
a
Al,
photo.
friend, yeah.
Yeah, Leathon's saying thank you for that.
Yeah.
Enough respect. Because that's where I learned my music from.
Oh, I see.
From Al. I learned all my music from there. That's when I...
And
That's
he's got
like
loads of vinyls.
Loads of music.
Yeah.
He's
So
got loads of vinyl. Ooh.
we've got some other songs that are coming up that I've learned from there. But we've got a message from Zora, and Zora says, every week I'm transported back to a place where the fondest childhood memories flow and I walk the road of my precious childhood. Memories are so sweet, though they felt rough at times. She's just arrived at the gym, so she hopes she doesn't lose her connection. She says, keep doing what you're doing, and congratulations to your guest on making me laugh until I wet myself. So I hope you've got a change of whatever it is you need if you've laughed that hard. And she's really laughing at the Lego of bricks.
Oh, wow.
So what a fabulous show. I couldn't have ended a show in any other way. I really needed the laugh. So I absolutely just adore the fact that you've agreed. So tell me about the characters. So Tanti Myrtle, I love her. Who are the other characters you've got?
Yeah, the Migo. I think, if I'm right, Migo was the first one when I had a Mexican hat.
Yeah, and the dark glasses.
Shirt tied up. Here. That's like doing my salsa with a cigar.
Yeah, that's the one.
And then incoming the penguin.
Oh, yeah.
You understand? And I start dancing with the penguin. You understand?
I remember that.
Yeah.
And what does Tanti Myrtle look like?
Well, you know what? Tanti Myrtle, well, I'll be honest with you, I had an auntie in Grenada, Tanti Myrtle. A woman where she was, I can explain this, she was very quiet. Very quiet. But it's not, it was something to do with the name, because it was an old-fashioned name.
Yeah, Tanti Myrtle.
No, and people say auntie,
but
it's not
Tanti,
auntie,
it's
Tanti.
Yeah, that's a
But
good
back in
point
the
as well.
days, we used to say Tanti,
Yeah.
Tanti, I'm going so, I'm
Yeah.
going there, I'm going
Yeah.
so.
Yeah,
So we
yeah,
used to say Tanti, you understand? Not auntie, Tanti. So Tanti Myrtle. So what I done with it, I just kind of do a little twist to it. You understand? So I just kind of dress up normal. You understand? That was the first in the summertime. You understand? You know, but when I came on the show, some people was thinking, who is this old woman coming? Because what happened is I came to the cameras was behind me.
Yeah.
So they didn't see my face.
Yeah.
You understand? And so then when I turned around, and they still didn't recognize me. Thinking, oh, who's this woman? And what happened is with the microphone, I changed the sound of the microphone.
Ah, okay.
Like an old squeaky kind of.
Yeah.
And when they realized it was me, that was everybody kind of dead.
It was absolutely, and because I think it was relatable.
Yeah,
you know,
that's the thing.
Everybody knows
That is the
Tanti
thing.
Myrtle.
Yeah.
Everybody, whatever they call her, I don't know if
Right.
she's called Auntie Ines or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Everybody.
Because everybody had a tanty like that.
Yeah.
Some, you know
That's
what I
right.
mean?
They
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
That's right.
If you see her, you'll be like, yeah,
Yeah.
I know
I'm,
her.
well, yeah. This Sunday I'm off, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna be tuning and looking out for you, man,
Right.
definitely.
And then 5
You know what I
months
mean?
down the line, Tanti put on weight.
No, holy
Lockdown, isn't it? Lockdown.
Holy, if you ever see her,
Yes,
holy
Big E.
Paway.
Lockdown.
You know, Tanti put on real weight. Even the shoes, the slippers couldn't even fit her.
Is it one of them ones where the shoes busted out?
Still busted out, yeah.
Busted out.
He
shoes?
mashed up everything. Mashed
I
up.
think that was my favourite part because
Oh,
it was
man.
like, what do you call it? Did you call it sarsaparilla?
Sarsaparilla. That's it.
Sarsaparillas, yeah.
Yeah,
call it
yeah. I'm a
sarsaparillas.
sarsaparilla. I'm a guava cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't laugh.
And then on top of it, he says don't laugh, and the more he says don't laugh,
It's
the
more you laugh,
more
yeah.
I am rolling. But Leathon, tell us, when did you start the Sunday entertainment on Facebook? How did that really start
You know what? I
anyway?
think it started in the lockdown. Don't get me wrong. I used to be doing this for a very long time.
Yeah.
People think, "Rah, what's going on? This man, yeah, blah blah blah." People have to understand this, yeah, that I've been like doing little snippets for people's parties and dances, or what I used to do, I used to supply equipment for a lot of promoters,
Yeah.
big dances.
Yeah,
So what I used to do,
yeah.
I used to video the dances then before the dance start, Eddie Nestor's things and whatever. Do a lot of video. That's what I used to do, just to do
Yeah.
little hair and you know what I'm saying? So when the lockdown started to happen, I said, you know what? Let me try a thing. You know, let me just play some music. I was bored. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And that was in March. I think it was in March. Yeah. You know, I just started doing a little thing here and there. 80 people, 120 max.
Mm-hmm.
But to be honest with you, I wasn't even looking at numbers.
Yeah, you was just
That was never
doing
me.
something. Yeah.
That
yeah.
was never me. Just, you know what I mean? Just trying to think, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Just entertaining people,
Mm-hmm.
you know. Then the bomb dropped when I got in the balcony. You understand?
Okay.
The bomb dropped. I played a tune, Shower Me My Love, by George Howard. And the tune hit me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it hit me so hard, like lightning strike me.
Yeah.
Strike me. Somebody said, see the pink chair and just pick it up and fling it. Boom. Fling it. Boom. Dim business. Who was downstairs? If it's a caretaker or whoever, just fling the thing. And then make it worse. When I fling it, the thing go like a flip. And gone. And it was like, hang on, did he just throw a chair?
Yeah.
Did he just throw? Yes, he did.
Yeah.
No, he didn't know. Yes, he did.
And the thing is, when I saw it, I was like, it's not on the ground floor.
Yeah.
You were like way up at the top
way
of the top.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Where did it land?
You went downstairs and you put
that.
the garden. And the garden had no grass.
Did you ever go get the chair back?
Yes. But stupid of me, you know, I should have kept that chair though. You know what I'm saying? In the end, I dashed it.
No,
Oh,
you should
did
have kept that
Yeah,
chair,
You,
man.
you should have kept
That's one of your
that-
props. Yeah.
that and the penguin.
Penguin
So,
I've got.
so you dashed the chair over. What happened after that? That one fling of the
No,
chair.
but it was the
What
last tune. I think, if I remember right, it was the last tune.
Yeah.
And the spirit just hit me. The spirit
Yeah.
just hit me. He said, yeah, go on, dash the thing. Boom. Boom. Dash the whole thing. I didn't even look over to see who's downstairs. Just dash the whole thing.
I
Alright.
remember Sandra, big shout out to Sandra. Sandra was like, you know that Leathon just dashed a chair over the balcony? I was like, well, isn't he quite high up? So anyway, that meant though that your listenership went up, didn't it,
It
after
went
that?
dramatically up. It was like crazy. Like, what's he gonna do next? So that's when I started doing little characters and stuff like that. You understand?
Bring the characters into
Yeah,
your
already
yeah.
has that.
'Cause I
Yeah.
started saying, hold on a minute. And that's the chair, you know, and everyone started to laugh. And in this crying times now, I said to myself, you know what? This is where mum comes into it. You make me laugh. So you know what? Let me try and make them laugh. And I start coming with characters. And that's what happened. You understand?
That's the blessings of your
Yeah.
mum. That really,
yeah,
that really
yeah,
is.
yeah.
And you
Yeah.
just, you can't, you can't beat what we get from our parents. And sometimes we don't understand at the time, but you can't beat that because the description of your household is one that talks about economics. You saw the partner.
Yeah.
You were sent to do a paper round.
That's right.
It was one with creativity. Your mum made cakes and made bread.
Yeah.
It was risk takers. Your brother teeth the hut bread and put butter on it. You lot
yeah.
took out the tweeters.
That's right.
And you did that. So there's some risk taking.
Big risk.
And you know, like I said, with the partner, there's that's economics.
Yeah.
So you come from such a grounded household.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But do you ever know the partner being called anything else? No?
Susu.
Boom.
Oh really?
Because what I did,
you lot are Grenadians.
I had a clip come through to me, yeah, with that parang tune.
Right. Sorry, parang is a sore topic in here. We'll move on quickly from that.
Blaze parang, right? A parang tune where the guy was saying, I got my susu. And I sent it out to a few people, but I didn't get a lot of. And I'm thinking, they know it as partner.
Right.
They don't know it as susu. You know what I mean? But a partner, like as we're there here now, I let a lot of people know a partner is also known as a susu.
Some bromance happening here. Some bromance happening here. It's fine. I've never had that word, but I get it.
Yeah, susu. Yeah.
So that really, Leathon, you know, you come from a very grounded family, a little bit of Jim Reeves, you know, the blue light, all of that kind of stuff. Ace Cannon.
You know what Ace Cannon?
What's Ace Cannon?
What? No, you don't know.
What's
it? Oh my.
Tell me, what's Ace Cannon?
Ace Cannon, the man who does the saxophone thing.
I thought you said an ace cannon. I thought I was thinking about something.
He's talking about the man himself.
Classic.
Last
day.
Oh, can I have the last?
Last day.
Brilliant. So so you come from that space.
Yeah.
But the way in which you have brought it forward to today. So you fling a chair and people laugh. You dress up as Tanty Myrtle. You put on weight behind her. It's amazing. The weight behind her. Yeah.
Tanty Myrtle put on weight.
Just behind her. Just behind her. That's what I call me Blaze. Just behind her.
Yeah.
And so you created this space where on a Sunday, so many people are like, oh, do you listen to Leathon? Listen to Leathon.
Yeah.
Oh, you bring them up. I'm just listening to Leathon. You know, hear it go. And the amount of hours you played for, how long were you playing for?
At the starting, it was 2 to half 8. 8
Wow.
o'clock, half 8,
Yeah.
sometimes 9.
That's a lot of tunes to play, man.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
It was mad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 2 till 8, half 8. And then sometimes even like 10 to 9. You understand? Sometimes when it started to get dark.
Yeah, absolutely. It was getting
Sometimes
dark.
Facebook say, no, you're taking the piss. You know what I mean? Cut off.
Yeah.
I'll come back on again. You're going too far now.
Yeah, and there was a couple of times when I had sort of like 3 times you like, had to come off and come back. So those hours, and people were cooking, tidying up their house.
That's right.
They would cook and then eat, and you would still be
still
on.
on. This is
I'd
what
leave
I'm
my
saying,
house
man.
and go somewhere else, and I'd get there and you'd still be on. I've seen people come into someone's house and watch it, and go, oh, who's this?
Right.
Oh, who's that brother?
Yeah.
And then they stay watching it. And because I think of the range of music, you never really knew what you were going to get.
That's
but you
right,
absolutely got everything at the same time.
And I think with me, I always say, keep it simple and stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Keep it simple and stupid.
Do something with a
Don't-
kiss, yeah.
You know what I
that's
mean?
we call it,
Because see, with me now, I will play anything. From pop music to jazz music, anything. You don't know what you get. I'll go down somewhere where my dad went. You understand?
Yeah.
Brook Benton.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Percy Sledge.
Yeah.
Go over there. Yeah. If you don't like it, tough.
Mhm.
Because I come to entertain
wait
everybody.
wait for the next tune.
Yeah.
Yeah, you certainly did that. So let's listen to one of the songs that your dad might have played. Maybe before you took the tweeters out, I'm not sure, but let's hear it just like this.
Please, please do that.
Oh,
please.
mate.
Wicked tune.
Sweetness. Ooh.
That's a big tune.
I have to big up on this tune
I forgot this.
Casey Genesis Jones.
Oh, KC. Big shouts going out to KC Genesis Jones.
I must say, he introduced me to this tune. It's a tune that it touched me and I was like, yeah.
Brilliant. Let's add a bit of volume on that. Because you also had Faye Simon, who
That's
was
right.
one of our guests at the show.
Yeah.
So big shouts going out to Faye Simon.
Easy,
We're going to
Faye.
pick you up.
Yeah. And yes, we've got Ferrero Rocher in the studio.
We've got some
And I'm on
winners
it,
as well.
I'm on it.
We've got some winners.
Really?
Yep. They knew it was the old chest of drawers.
Oh, wow. I bet it was Morocco shirt.
No, it wasn't actually.
Oh, wow.
So let's see.
Big up to Althea. She said she's loving it.
No, Al said to show you that he still got it.
Oh my lord! Wicked! Go on! Go on!
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So Al, we're just
Yeah.
sharing your
Go on, Al.
reel to reel.
You got to respect that.
And he said, and it's still working.
Still working, yeah?
Yeah.
My god.
Well, I think Mariah heard you say that she thought it was her that won. She said, I didn't enter because I've won before.
Ah, okay. And then that tune was remixed afterwards by Jason Sass. Sass Productions. Remixed Sass Productions.
This is the tune. These are the tunes you played at 4 or 5 o'clock in the
That's,
morning.
that's right.
You can drop this in a rare groove segment, huh?
Yeah.
I can see Casey because Casey loves a good old shake out as well.
That's right. Big up J Star, old tight as well. Young boy in the camp.
Nice.
Blaze and Big E on the Let's Talk Show.
Whoa. Now you're going too far. Easy out. Them tuning you.
Yeah. This is a bad shit. Can you do the waltzing? Can you waltz?
Me?
Like?
That's a Bajan thing, eh?
And Guyanese, Canadians too.
So what's happened? Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me educate you here.
Tell me.
When they made this record,
Yeah.
they made it from creating stereo. So one side was the voice,
Okay.
and the other side was the music.
Was the tune.
So
Okay.
right now you're hearing just the music
Music
side.
side.
Yeah.
Right. Oh,
That's
wow.
weird. I was thinking, why does this sound so unusual?
There was a switch now. You switch to mono. You combine together. You would then hear the voice and then come together. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. That's what's up.
Oh, I see. So the voice is kind of in the.
So basically, maybe your stereo's in mono, maybe, but obviously in the public, they will hear both sides.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for the education.
That's cool.
Because I always say to DJs, you know, my thing isn't about music. I like music and I just play music.
Play music.
But my thing is like I talk.
Well, you see, the thing I think as well about music is not about you can play music, but it's about selecting tunes.
Of course.
You know what I mean? Because anyone can DJ, yeah, and anyone can play tunes, but can you select tunes?
But you see, with me,
Yeah.
I'm kind of a person. I'm more look at the crowd.
Yeah, you got.
Because
That's what
I
always
take
say.
my spirit. I take this.
Yeah, and set it out.
And put it in.
Yeah, put it out
And
there.
I said, imagine you there.
And that's why you're an entertainer.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Because there are people that come on, they got their set, they're going to play this, and that, and they're playing it regardless as to whether it's impacting on the crowd or not, or if someone's already played it.
I remember one time, like my friends, I think one of my friends had a birthday party and the sound crashed. And we used one of them little Sony's stack system, yeah, to plug. We plugged the speakers in them, but the system was in the other room. So what we was doing is like one man was running
You're
from one
listening
room
to
to the
Chalk Hill
next,
Community
see the
Radio.
reaction when you put the
Keeping the
tune,
community
you run
connected.
across, see the reaction of the crowd, like yeah, they're dancing.
Okay, so as you can tell, we are having so much fun in the studio. Wherever you're listening, it's a pleasure to have you on board. We've got 2 winners for the competition, so I need to tell you now, the answer to the competition question was his mother's chest of drawers. Leathon dismantled his mother's chest of drawers and he made a speaker box out of it. Was it her tights she used as well?
Yeah, don't forget the tights, the brown tights.
And her tights.
Yeah,
to make the mesh.
So our winners, our big shouts going out to Jen Fontaine. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. And also to Terrell. So guys, I'm not sure if I have your addresses, but if you text me your addresses, then I will communicate with you after the show and we can talk about which of the 3 gifts you would like to receive and we will have that sent out to you. So Leathon, the greatest glory in living is not... Sorry, let's start again. The greatest glory in living lies not in failing, but in raising every time we fall. So you threw the chair over the balcony.
I wouldn't even say throw anymore. I say frisbee.
You fling
frisbee
the chair over the balcony, and your numbers went up. Tell us what motivates you to do that every single Sunday, to show up and have energy. What motivates you?
I don't know. You know what it is? Sometimes in life, you have to love what you're doing. You understand? And to be honest with you, I had the best of both worlds, of sound system and playing music. But to be honest with you, I'm more moved onto sound system. I had to deal with the equipment side. You understand? I had a choice to either play music or to deal with sound system. And I choose to deal with sound system. And that's why I supply equipments for everybody, blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, when I'm setting up the equipment and I'm there, I'm listening to the DJs, how they play their music, and I watch, and I'm, you know, okay, and I absorb everything that comes in, all the music, and I'm like, okay. So at the same time, I'm educating myself. You know, I'm educating myself. You know, but, you know, it's like, I think what as Mum says, it's a gift that you have. You understand? So now I've kind of moved on to like playing music now, because obviously there's no venues, you can't bring a sound system, so I'm now brought down to the music. This is where now my brain now does overtime. You understand? And as I said before, playing music, I try not to play for myself. You understand? You know, when I was playing music, I used to put myself in the crowd. You understand? You know, and you know, don't play for yourself. It's very important.
Yeah, you
got to
play for the crowd.
Yeah. And that's why I will always tell people my music is across board. You don't know what you do.
Yeah, like 1 minute.
Could be salsa.
Yeah.
Could be African.
Could be a soul to pop.
Portuguese.
Pop,
You don't know.
Yeah.
But I love
totally
that.
agree with that.
Yeah.
Because that's one of the conversations, like I said, Ian and I have that conversation all the time.
Yeah.
But your role is, if you're going to someone's event, your role is to entertain
Like Robbie Williams said, let me entertain you.
Let me entertain you. Might even get that. Leathon might even play a bit of Robbie Williams.
That's a big tune.
So,
and get cut off as well.
And get cut off even for that. But it is the fact that you entertain so many people in the way that you do. So when you started Leathon, you know, we've spoken already briefly about where the chair left from, but where were you doing that? Where were you doing your outdoor thing?
Yeah, at my house in South Acton.
Just on the roof like that?
On the roof. It started outside my door, and because what it is like a little balcony where we live upstairs here, so it started from there. And in fact, it's still on my page as well on Facebook. So it started outside my door, okay? You know.
What were the neighbours thinking?
Hey, how you mean? It was like carnival. They loved it.
Oh, really?
They loved it. Remember, I've been there for like, 40 years. You know what I mean?
You got some great neighbours.
Yeah,
I guess they needed it at that time of day, though, didn't they?
They even felt safe. You know, when I'm around and they hear music, it's like, yeah, there he goes. That's him. Yeah, and they love it. They love it. You understand? So you know, so from outside my door, I thought, you know what, I need a bigger space. You know, I said, you know, we're going to the balcony. Sure, it's easier. You understand? Going to the balcony. Yeah, set it all up. Yeah, wicked. You know. And it started from there, you know what I mean? And then the numbers grew by flinging the chair.
Yeah.
You understand? And then all of a sudden now, sometimes you see people coming out of my house. Yeah,
you really tried to.
No, seriously.
They're probably waiting to see what you're going to fling so they can catch up.
You really tried to keep the location secret.
That's right.
Which was intriguing in itself, and lots of people like that because they didn't really know where you were going to be. And didn't you do this thing about saying you're on the train to? Wasn't there? Tell us about. Tell us about your T-shirt.
Yeah. So basically, I started. So them times when it's lockdown, everything's shut down. So now my brain now starts to think more. What can I do? You know what? Let me do a musical journey. You know what I mean? Start from maybe Hammersmith to Gold Hawk Road to Shepherd's Bush. To I don't know.
Yeah. But was that a virtual journey? Were you just saying it in your mind?
Yeah, in your mind. So you create. So. That was big.
Yeah, that's deep.
The bad boy one for me, and that felt so real, was the island hopping.
Yeah,
oh my Lord!
Tell us about that. Tell us about the island hopping.
I don't know how I pulled it off, but it happened. I even got there's a guy named Shawnee B.
Yeah. Big shouts out to Shawnee B. He works on the Borough of Culture.
Okay.
Stuff. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So big up to Shawnee. So he's the one that was like the captain. So he said, like, for instance, we are in Grenada right now. We'll be disembarking in the next 20 minutes, and
That's great.
doo-doo. And
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
yeah, that's cool.
so we were sort of from Grenada,
Yeah.
from Grenada to Antigua, Antigua to Trinidad,
Yeah.
and then what happens is, if I go to Grenada, I'll play one song to represent Grenada.
Yeah.
Then I'll play music, and then when I go to Antigua, I'll play one song to represent Antigua, and so on and so on. And then when we got to Jamaica, that was it.
Torn off.
That was
But
it.
guess what? This is your life. Do you remember Andrews?
Yeah.
Andrews? Leathon Lacrette, this is your life. I've got a message from Shawnee B. It's a quote. It says, "You play music from the heart. You have no agenda other than to entertain. Officially the Mayor of West London."
Wow.
Shawnee B.
Yeah.
Big up Shawnee.
See your eyes, you're like, who's going to come now? Tanti Merkel?
Yeah,
I thought Tanti Merkel was coming on live in it.
And me and Shawnee grew up. We you know, he from White City Estate, Southampton Estate, and we used to kind of work together with Jeff Schumann. You understand? Because when Jeff Schumann was kind of big, and he used to just was a woman as well with a little baby thing, and I used to supply the equipment for his comedy shows.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So we all come from the kind of same schooling, you know?
Nice.
Yeah.
So, you were doing it outside your front door, then you moved up to the balcony,
Yeah. And
but then you moved again, didn't you?
that's right.
What happened? Tell us why you had
So
to
what
move
happened
on.
is, no, right? I'm there in my balcony, and there's like people in the neighborhood, like, know where I live and stuff, like coming around, blah blah blah. I was like, you know what? Nah, man, I need to take this somewhere else. You know, I need to go downstairs. And so my people who were around me, they're like looking at me like specking them. Like, downstairs where? I said, look, there's a little grass area downstairs. We can do down there. And it's like, really? Thing about it is, I think outside the box.
Mhm.
So sometimes I class myself as not normal. You know what I mean? So
That's good. I like people that are not normal.
So when you're creative, I think of something that you will not think. You understand?
Yeah.
So when we went downstairs, I said, right, this is where the deck's gonna be on top of this. I don't know if you've ever seen on the road they have a box with British Telecom. You know, the wires.
Yeah.
I put it on top of that, and I drew holes through. I drew. No, seriously, I drew holes
through the what?
So so basically, imagine you have your two decks and your mixer. It comes in a flat case. It comes in a flat case, yeah. So I took out the case. I took out the decks. I drilled a hole through the case into the metal box.
No.
Yeah, into the metal box, and I put the screws in there so that way it don't move.
Yeah.
So you drilled into no wait. So you went
and the box still there, though. The box still there.
You drilled into the people them's box.
Yeah. And people look at me like, oh my God, you didn't just. I said, yeah, it goes, but it works. I said, there you go.
Yeah. So you've gone from Lego now to the. Anyway, let's not say this out loud. A box somewhere. We're not able. Brilliant. Leathon, listen. There is never enough time, and I know there's not enough time for you on this show. You are big in size, big in character. You are larger than life. The entertainer. You are the community champion for the Let's Talk show.
I don't feel like that, you know, because the way how I feel when I hear Leathon King and when you say champion.
Yeah.
For me, I don't feel that.
You're just doing your thing.
It's all about love.
Yeah,
you
exactly
understand?
that.
But maybe some people will go to their head. With me, I still stay humble.
Yeah, you
I
stay
still take the 266 bus and go.
Should we share out? You know the planting that was in the box. Should he and I share it out?
No, he's cooking that. He's cooking that. He's cooking that.
You said you weren't feeling it, so I don't know if you want to take out some planting.
No, he's not saying the food. He's just talking about the title.
No, I know. I'm just saying to him. But as he's not feeling it, he might not want the gift. We can kind of just throw it back. But you are, and the other thing we really need to do, right, is that we need to celebrate because it's when you do something from that space in your heart, in your spirit that you did in the way that you did, that reaches the people in the way that it did. Because if you were on a monetary thing, boy, tickets are this, I need to make some money, I'm on furlough.
Yeah, he wasn't none of that.
No.
You wouldn't get that.
The only thing I will say that I'm on, to be honest with you, and I will still say thank you to the LDF family for the GoFund is that,
let's talk about that. Let's talk about what happened with that.
So obviously I set up a GoFund because now thank you to Rachel Pepper for getting us a venue to do it, you know.
Why did you have to go to a venue? Tell us about that.
Because I was outside and I'm not playing superhero it start get cold.
Yeah.
My feet start getting numb. Yeah, like me floating. You understand? So it's like, boy, you know what? Me not no bad man, you know, but me can't take them cold. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know what? Nah, I need to start now thinking what to do. But this place where we're doing it now, I used to class that my second home. You understand? Because as a child, I used to grow up there and play around there and stuff like that. And you know, so I asked Rachel, look, this place, could you get it for me? You know, what I mean, this will be the ideal place, blah blah blah. And she pulled a few strings and stuff, and then boom, yeah. But it's a cost.
Yeah, of course.
It's a
Yeah,
cost.
everything's a cost, man.
So it's like, you know what, this can't come out my pocket. You understand? You know, and I'm already on furlough as well. You know what I mean? So it's like, well, let's see if I can try, you know, do a GoFund thing that can help me to pay for the venue.
Yeah.
Well, I put like £1,000 target. You understand? Well, double that.
Almost,
understand?
almost trebled.
Oh, yeah.
When I
And it's
saw it,
like-
I was just
and I have to
like,
say
wow.
thank you. You understand? You know?
Yeah.
So that's kind of help for the venue. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
You know? And there's bigger things I want to do as well.
Of course.
You know, things, because I start to realize, you know what? The concerts are not happening.
Mm-hmm.
They're not happening.
And it's going to be a while, isn't it?
It's going to be a while.
Yeah, it's going to be a while.
So my dream is to try and do concerts and try and give back to the people then.
Yeah.
You see, Leathon, you have a big heart, and you
Really?
have.
You sure?
Yeah,
Me?
I see it in the T-shirt. Oh, is that not it?
Yeah, I got 12 pack, you know.
You got 12 pack. He's got a 12 pack,
Sorry.
and his big heart sits on top of his 12 pack, like the speaker, the box sits on top of the BT box. that
All
you
right,
drink through.
say no more.
Everything's
And the
on top
tweeter.
of on top.
And
Yeah,
listen,
and the tweeter.
That
Amazing.
BT box, I don't care. That was it. That was so fun. I take the people in their box, you know, drill.
Yeah,
and
it's just
and
amazing,
and put
amazing.
decks on top of it.
Yeah.
And it's so, you know, everybody needs a Leathon Lacrette in their borough, in their area, and it is a pleasure to have you. And because I think you do think outside of the box, and what the world would be like if you had the key to it would be amazing. And of course, you know, what can I say? LJ Reynolds says it just like this.
Easy.
Are you playing that version? Playing that version. Playing that
Yep.
version.
What are you thinking of? The Rudy Thomas one? Yeah. I thought of it, you know, and I was like, shall I? But I have to have a balance between the rhythm and the soul. That's what it was.
It's still a bad tune. It's still a bad tune.
But not in a rave though. You can play both
You can play
versions.
both of
you
them,
know.
yeah.
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 And if you didn't get a dance at either of them, you just go
Yeah.
home.
Yeah.
Find a
Key to the world.
True.
So if you are listening live, oh my goodness, in the studio we have Leathon Lacrette, Lockdown King, and now Community Champion.
I'll actually do like the triple L.
Yeah?
Yeah, I like the triple
thank
L.
you, thank you, thank you. Respect.
Oh, something's happened. The focus on the live feed apparently is slightly blurry. Can someone have a
Really?
check and see? I don't know if
I
it's
don't
them.
I mean, from what I'm seeing from that, it looks pretty alright to me.
But what does it look like when it's going out, I guess?
It was good.
So if anyone else has a blurry live feed, send me a message on 07956 548 781. Oh, maybe they might need to reset.
You need to sort your thing.
Yeah, maybe reset. Maybe reset, guys.
Oh, my one's a blank screen.
Oh no, because you've gone into the
You went to the radio.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So it's the
right.
one I sent you afterwards.
Yeah, sorry, my bad.
Ooh. Oh my love. Well, we are closely coming towards the end of the show now.
Yep. You've got to look at time as well because the flex will text it.
Time fly for you, know?
Yeah, it's quick. I told you. You know what I mean? From the time
Maybe which
like,
part of the thing killed?
Oh, I'm a little bit nervous. Is that you? Oh, I'm a little bit nervous. So you're going to come back and join us?
Yeah, man.
Sending shouts out to Diane Johnson, who's just joined
Diane!
in. Morning, afternoon. Peace.
Come on.
And you need to mention as well, I used to play some dirty tunes and get lashed.
Okay, well, we can talk about that.
Yeah.
Because don't forget, people have already heard you say that.
Yeah.
But we can talk about that.
Yeah.
We're going to cut this tune because there's too much tune to play and too much to say. So we are going to move swiftly on to another one of your song choices.
10 minutes. You're gonna have to do one on DJ team. Run tune, 2 minutes tune.
Yeah.
30 seconds, boom, next tune.
Tune.
Big tune.
Al said you still have your reel to reel.
Yeah. Akai, silver.
So go Akai. Ooh.
Yeah, man.
That's what I used to have.
Silver.
I used to have Akai as well.
Yeah, man.
And I think, whatever happened to all those companies? Akai.
They're still around.
You know what I mean?
They're still around.
What's it?
Still
Philips
around.
used to make amps. They're
That's
not.
right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Technics.
that's
What?
right.
I mean,
They're all still around. Going to our house like a museum. You're right. When I first went, I was like, Sharon.
Al, can you hear he said your house like a museum?
Yeah, because remember, I don't know nothing about him.
Yeah.
And I'm a sound man. So when I'm going, I'm like this, Sharon, who's this representing my dad?
Yeah.
What? Dad, shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Because I had one of those Technics that, and something happened to the amp, and I was like trying to get parts for it, couldn't happen.
Blaze.
Wow.
I went to one of those repair
On the
shops,
Let's Talk Show.
and the guy said, nah, you won't get that for that. I said, all right, do you want to buy it off me? He said, bruv, have a look around. You know what I mean? He said, right now, my shop is so full, yeah, if you were giving it away, I wouldn't take it. You know what I mean? There's so much old stuff in there. You know what I mean? So people are just not buying it anymore. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So
Wow.
yeah, I end up just putting it in the bin room and stuff.
You're joking?
Yeah, I had to. No room for it. You know what I mean?
You're listening to Chalk Hill Community Radio.
Too much tune to play. Leathon, I know you had a message and you gave a shout out to Diane Johnson. She's just joined us now, so I don't know if you want to say a quick hi to Diane, who's just
Hi,
tuned
Diane.
in. There's your
Love,
special,
love. Big respect to Briggy. Rest in peace as well.
There is your special shout out. So, Key to the World and Anita Baker, Feel the Need. Tell us about those tracks, Leathon.
Those tracks is when I used to have a sound called Funkers Delight. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Funk's Delight was born and bred in Actonville, South Acton. That was my first sound, and it's them tunes that we used to play in parties and weddings, and those tunes I will never forget. Classic.
Nice. There's something about classics, isn't there, that whenever you play them, it takes you back to kind of where you were. It sounds like a brand new tune, and sometimes we don't hear so many classics now. We hear the ones that are up for about a week. What say you, Big E?
Yeah, I think, I mean, old school, I'm old school 24/7.
You're just like me then.
Yeah, I'm old school 24/7. I mean, don't get me wrong, the people of them who are doing the new stuff, good luck to them, it's their time, you got to let them do their thing.
Yeah, of course.
But, you know, you play old school anyway, you'll get all generations moving.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Correct.
Because, like, just the other day I was thinking, like, you know, if people playing stuff do, like, 70s, 80s, 90s, you know what I mean, call it 6, 7, 8, 9, and just run something from, it seems like what you do with the island hopping.
Yeah.
Something, that kind of journey. Yeah, man.
So shouts out to Marika, who said that she helped her dad to build his box in the garden. Now Marika's dad had some really massive box, so she helped to beat the tweet up box. So maybe Marika, you should link up with Leathon because he makes boxes out of Chester drawers.
With the tights.
So
with tights as mesh.
If you're popping
that must have
to
been some tough tights.
IKEA.
You know what I mean?
Was it an MFI one? Remember MFI?
Oh my God! Now you're going back.
Was it? Everyone's furniture came from MFI. But listen, we are almost out of time.
Yeah, we're ready,
coming up next, we've got Miss Hollywood. Tune in. She is a new presenter and she is a
she's off the
beautiful, fantastic So listen up for her. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow also. Kicking off the day at 10, we have Pastor Lloyd. I don't know if we've got Sassy coming up later today. We might have Sassy, and Ronell later today. So stay locked onto the Chalk Hill Community Radio Station. To all of the presenters as the assistant manager, I want to just say you guys have been fabulous, and it is not possible to have so much fun and for the listeners to get so much information and great music if it were not for you. So big up to all of you from management. We are saying that we really appreciate you and thank you so much. But Leathon, we are really short on time, but I just wanted to quickly talk about the fact that you started to bring like people to your show. So you had the Collective. Oh my gosh, the British Collective. Tell us about the British Collective. You had Faye Simon. Big shouts go out to the lovely Faye Simon, who was a guest on the show. But you've just got a few minutes. The British Collective. Tell us about them.
You know what? I have to say everybody, not just the British Collective. I have to say thank you to everybody. Sandra Cross. Donny, you know, and Donny for bringing in Omar, Paul, and Noel. You know, it's just a crazy journey. You know, Paul Mirage. There's so much of them. Everest, Michael Sinclair, Aisha Loren, Nubian Queens. That journey of just bringing the artists them was phenomenal. You know, and I do want to continue it as well. You understand it? I don't want to just like, okay, bring the artist and it then stops. No, I want to continue it. Yeah. There's more ideas for next year, and it's good. You know, the British Collectives. It all happened for me. Carnival weekend when I brought them on. You know, it just blew up.
Just tell everyone who's in that collective.
Noel McCoy, Omar, Donny, and Junior Giscombe. Yeah.
But you're absolutely right. They're great. But you've had some great artists. Like I said, we had the beautiful Faye Simon, who I absolutely adore. Just fantastic. Yeah. Sarah says, loving Leathon Sunday show. It's such a welcome respite during these difficult times. His enthusiasm, creative talent, and showmanship is outstanding. He's our jewel in the community. What? Five is on the way to you. So no, joke. that was a heartfelt thing. I know. Like sometimes I understand people go, oh, when I message them, like, oh, are you not listening to Leathon? Well, yeah, but I can message at the same time. It's like we can't kind of be doing two things. But listen, any final words? Because we've come to the end of the show. Really, we're going to play it with
like that. Yeah, it's quick, isn't it?
Like that.
Wow.
Just like that. So we're going to play one of your tracks out.
Okay.
I think what we have and what have we not played yet? Oh, I know. We're going to end up with Dorothy Moore and Misty Blue. Well, any final words from you, Leathon?
Well, people, all I can say is thank you very much for your support. God bless you all. And as I always say, it's all about love. Thank you.
Have you had a great time?
Wicked.
Brilliant. And you got planting and that.
Hey,
we're cooking
planting. What?
That's good on the oil now.
What? No, I'm going to do something crazy.
Okay.
I've done it before.
I make speaker boxes.
No. I done something in a little drink up, and people couldn't believe it. I'm actually doing a macaroni cheese, but the way I'm doing it, it's going to be macaroni cheese, plantain. Macaroni cheese.
Oh wow!
Plantain.
Okay.
Macaroni cheese, plantain.
Well, there's ideas for you.
But so that's what I'm gonna do.
You budding cooks and chefs.
People look at me like
Christmas.
that. What? Yeah.
You know
no, I know that tastes amazing. But Leathon, listen, it has been our absolute pleasure to have you as a last guest for 2020. You have just been phenomenal. I want you to continue. I'm insisting that you continue. Don't stop, man, and don't laugh. Don't stop and don't laugh. But continue with your creativity. I look forward to spending much more time with you. Before we go, I do want to say, Mark Anthony Clark, continue with your walk to freedom to all of his family.
And as well, rest in peace, Paul Lawrence.
And of course, Paul Lawrence. That was only a few weeks
ago. Even I don't know him, but you know, somebody came on my show last week to do a little prayer. You know, and he was big in the community.
He was big also. I do know Paul, and we spoke about him last week. So big shouts go out to Paul and his family, and you know, to his son, his fiance, etc., and to all of the people that worked with him, and also with Mark, the organisation that he set up. And I know that Mark wants all of those people that he worked with through drug addiction. I know that he wants you all because he says he is Mark Possible Clark, and he wants you to know that you too are possible. So Mark, wow, I'm out. So we are going to end now with Leathon's final song choice, Just Like This, because it's all a bit misty blue today.
Big tune.
This one's going out to my mum and dad.
Big tune.
Kim Miller.
Big tune. Big tune. Big tune. And sometimes, it's like I say, some DJ, they forget we have this thing. You know what I mean? They forget
man.
about these, man.
Tune.
Been such a long time.
Emotional.
Look like I get you off of my mind, but I can't.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do a karaoke to this one. Just the thought.
Go, Ian, you go put your glasses on now. I'll be back in a second.
Here, play that round the back. There you go. Just a mention of your name. Come on, turns up, flicker into a what? Go wait for the build up. For real. You know what I mean? I like the way she starts. It's nice and soft. Yeah. The build up, she's just like, yeah, let them have it. Boom. There we go. Come on.
Deep in my heart, I know I've lied. I've lied. I've lied. Oh, honey, it's been such a long time.
So is this like a 24-hour team or?
Well, it pre-records rolls out for 24 hours, keeps it, yeah, I mean, pre-recorded, yeah, and every once in a while you got live DJs coming, and you got some of them guys who are also recording their shows, selling them, and just, you know what I mean, doing the stream from home and stuff.
Alright.
Come on.
And you're the engineer then, yeah? You must be something. You see the twiddling.
He's a streamer, he's the man who controlling the stream.
We should have which
Sets up Jill.
what's the name of your
Company, we'll have to see it. Let's start shouting
is it
them out.
African
African media something.
I don't know what I'm talking about now, sorry, this just got me.
Afro Media.
Afro Media. Big shouts going out to Afro Media for the live streaming.
Yeah.
We've been live streaming for 3 weeks now.
So
And they are
to
amazing.
talk to them.
Yeah. The
Really?
live stream, the live streaming.
We'll
That's
also
yeah.
talk then.
Yeah. And when you look at that's the man behind the scene, You know
We
what I
need
mean?
to talk, definitely.
He's
Yeah.
warm, courteous, and
I
provides
wanna
a
do
service at
like
high
a
standards.
concert.
Yeah.
Chris will cook it, Caribbean
Think
cases,
what I done last week.
weddings,
Yeah.
christenings,
Yeah.
funerals, hen nights, and
So I'm about to.
statues. We
I'm
also
looking for somebody that has team.
we
Yeah.
provide a home
Not just now, like for the future.
For the future, yeah.
Like, okay.
Because the thing about that, because I think what you doing there right now, it's gonna carry
Is that
on.
live?
And it's still live. It's still live. Yeah, it's still live. You know what I mean?
But we can end that. We can say, let's say
Yes.
goodbye and thank
On
you
the
for
live
staying with you.
streaming,
Still on
love,
live.
peace. Don't forget, here Greece. Merry Christmas to everyone. And don't forget what's the reason for the season.
Love and more love.
Exactly
Easy.
that.
Easy.
Yeah, so you can cut.
Ciao.
It seems everybody wants him.